Hi, I'm Barbara Bruce, and welcome to Get Out, a weekly virtual broadcast where we invite you to grab your friends and family, your car keys, fill up the gas tank, and get out with us somewhere in the White Mountains. And we are out today. We are in Pinetop at Pinetop Olive Oil Company, and I'm with Dave Kirkey, one of the owners. So good to see you.
Likewise, yes.
I like to come in here, and of course it's been real hard to talk to you today because this place is busy.
Yeah, this isn't even really busy. This isn't even the weekend yet.
No, of course.
Weekend we get over 60 customers a day through here.
Oh, wow. And
Saturdays.
You've been open Wednesday through Saturday for quite some time, right?
Yes, over a year now. We're sticking to those hours.
Well, I think it's good hours. But one of the reasons I wanted to be here today is people are already thinking about Christmas. They're thinking about Thanksgiving. And I think about olive oil all the time because it's healthy.
Oh yeah, very healthy. People can't believe it. My doctors don't believe my blood work when they do it.
Really?
They tell me I'm going to be 66 this year, and they tell me you get the blood of an 18-year-old. And I contributed all of the olive oil. I've been using it religiously for 18 years.
I remember back in the 60s when it really began being popular again. It's always been popular in the Mediterranean, but here people started paying attention. And one of the things that is very difficult is to help people understand what is cold press, what is virgin. All of those are questions that we need answers
to. A lot of them
to.
mean the same thing. Cold press, first pressed, they're the same thing. That's all they're talking about. And unlike all of our oils are extra virgin first pressed. I have a friend in Sicily, I sell his oil. They do everything by hand, 1,200 trees. It's the purest olive I had tested in my lab in California, and they could not believe the extra virginity of it. And that's what we get tested, because that's what people worry about. You know, we sell it, a good oil, we want them to get the best they can get without being, mixed up with something else. There was a bad deal a couple years ago, which was corrected, but someone tried to make a little extra money by mixing the oils.
And you can't mix them.
No.
No, we learned that. Well, your store is beautiful, and we're going to take a tour through here.
Okay.
We are right in the very front of the store right now when you come in, because the first thing you see are these beautiful bottles.
And these are all of our oils.
Wow.
So these are all the different flavors of oils. We keep our garlics kind of together, because if someone's interested, they go, "Oh, do you got garlic?" Well, we have garlic in a lot of different mixtures too. Like we have a sun-dried tomato and garlic parm that has a lot of flavor, and it's amazing. You can pick out the different flavors out of each piece of that name of it. Everybody says, "Oh, it'd be overpowering one way or the other." It's not. It's very blended very well. We have a chef that blends of our flavors, and when he does it in small batches to have consistency year to year. So he does 20 liters at a time.
Oh my goodness.
But that keeps it really good and keeps the quality up.
So what are some of the different flavors? Because I think a lot of people got used to olive oil just being olive oil. They bought it in the grocery store, and actually it didn't really have a good taste.
No, and that's because they do things in big volume. We're small volume. So we keep things simple. Our oils never get older than 3 months. We bring in the freshest oils we can. Our Italian herb is very popular. There's some other places call it a Tuscany blend. But our number one seller for gifting is the Italian herb and 18-year traditional balsamic we sell. And but yeah, the flavors they're all infused. They don't have they don't have garlic in it. It's an infusion. So it'll last for a while. People don't understand, like if you put raw garlic in your oil, you can have that, but it only lasts about 3 months, and you got to really be careful of getting bacteria from that.
You have to be a person that uses it every single day.
I do, and it's a good oil. I got a restaurant down the valley. He infused his own, but his restaurant is so busy, he goes through it so fast that it never gets very old.
That's amazing. So down below, we still have more. Is this part of the whole gamut that you have inside of the store?
Yes. So we have the Meyer lemon, very popular.
That is one of my favorite.
It is really good. Does a lot. You can do a lot with it. Persian lime, the same thing. Chicken, fish, shrimp, salad dressings. And then we have blood orange. And then these over here are actually sesame oils. So we have sesame oils, and it's not olive oil, it is sesame oil. And we have it infused with garlic, ginger. We have garlic, ginger lemongrass, and then just the plain toasted.
Now, I like the ginger lemongrass too. That's a good one.
Chicken Asian salads, we mix it with our white honey ginger balsamic. It's fantastic.
You're making me hungry.
So yeah, and like we've learned a lot from our customers, but me and Sharon have used this product. We use it religiously every day. We try different things with it so we can, share it. And then we get a lot from our customers that actually teach us too.
So you listen.
Oh yes, we have to, because
it matters.
Oh, it does,
It does. Well, I know that earlier I was listening to Sharon helping a lady. She got a 6-pack, and she was helping her pair up everything.
Sure.
What did that mean?
Because a lot of people, what she does, she pairs it for, like, if she wanted salad dressings. Anything you can make a salad dressing with, you can use for marinade also. Chicken, fish, shrimp. But she was pairing it up so that a lot of people come in, they buy it, they taste it, they like it, I'll take it. Then they get home, and then we see them in about 6 months, and they go, well, I haven't really used the balsamic. It's like, why? And then, so that's why we try to teach them right up front so that they equally use it and they enjoy it. It's the full benefits of it. And, you should mix it. A lot of people, some people just use the balsamics, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the oils are, exceptionally good too. And when you mix them, it's a good blend. And then we also carry avocado oils. We have them in the flavors because some people don't like the heavy olive oil taste. So the avocado is a very light flavor taste, but we put it with the lemon, the garlic, the blood orange, the popular ones that mix with the balsamics.
That helps me understand because, like I said, years ago when I first tasted olive oil, it really didn't have taste. And then I knew it was healthy, so I wanted to use it. And I thought, oh, but it doesn't taste good. And then when this store opened, I learned that you could get flavors. And I went, the butter flavor, the lemongrass.
And even our veritable oils. We have probably 6 different veritable oils, and those are non-infused. We have one from Sicily. It's a friend of mine's farm in Sicily. We have one from Greece. It's a Kornecki, really good. And a lot of people will ask, well, do you have organic oil? These are both really organic. Everything that we have comes from different countries that they don't use chemicals and pesticides. So pretty much they don't bother getting it called organic. It is organic. I mean, you can't. Here in the United States, we had a problem. In California, they proved it years ago. They were dumping all this stuff into the olive trees, and they were actually hindering the growth. Now, you have to have your land cleared for 5 years with no chemicals or anything to be called organic. And now they're finding out they're growing a lot better olives. And they're winning a lot in the shows in New York, too, now. Where before they were lacking because they were overexposing them to chemicals.
This is incredible. Well, let's look at a little bit more around the store. Dave, there was a time where you could actually have taste testing, and in these COVID days, people don't do that. How do you deal with that here?
So we do still do it, and we didn't for a while. We were actually, when the COVID first came in, we closed for 2 months, and we did just curbside. And then we actually went through and totally sanitized every bottle, every piece of wood in here, every piece of furniture. And then we open, and then now the tasting, we do the tasting, the pouring, everything for them. That way, not everybody's handling the bottles. We spray it down, we keep it clean, we keep our hands clean constantly, so we keep away from having too many people handling it to try to keep the spread down.
I like that you said that because we all want to taste it before we buy it, there's no doubt.
And we recommend that.
Yes.
Because we don't want you to go home and open the bottle and go, what'd I do? So we would prefer that you go home and you're happy, so that next time you come in, you can enjoy a different flavor and know that you're getting what you're tasting.
Or we're going to buy the same thing again.
Oh, we do that a lot. Like I say, the Meyer lemon, roasted garlic, 18-year traditional balsamic, just our base. We call her Mama. That's our #1 selling balsamic. We sell
Really?
3 times as much as any other product in here.
My goodness. Well, you have your own bottles and you bottle everything. So where's your source?
I have a wholesaler that brings in all of our oil, and each year it can change from a different source because different countries, just like here, we have more rainfall in regions, stuff like that. So he travels, he's got certain farms that he deals with. He travels there. Everything that he purchases, though, he has sent to the lab before he tastes it, and he's a very, very smart gentleman about olive oil. He tastes it, and if it meets his qualifications, he sends it to the lab, then they make the deal, and then he'll purchase. And when we do an infused oil, you don't want a heavy based olive oil. Like, you don't want to use a robust because you want your flavors to come through, but you want the olive oil to still be there in the background. So like a lot of actually the blend from this past year was a Picual from Spain. So he deals with different regions, and it can be from Italy, and it can be, there's some great oils. I always say it wrong, Tunisia. They're growing some fantastic olives over there now. So they're doing a really good olive oil. Australia, there's a lot of countries that are really producing. That wasn't really that much into it. It's just their home thing. Now they're exporting a lot.
Well, heart healthy is the big thing today. And we know that more and more people, when they go to their cardiologist and they are put together with a nutritionist, they always want you to go to olive oil.
We get a lot of customers coming in now, and they're going, my doctor told me I need to use more olive oil, and the polyphenols, so they're learning these words. The polyphenols are the health benefits of olive oils. And some of them have a little higher content than others. But not that they all have it. Just some of them are stronger than others. And our balsamics all come from Modena, Italy, from the same farm in Modena. We have an 18-year traditional, and then we have the 12-year traditional, which is a white balsamic. And the nice thing about the whites, we're kind of doing a lot of expanding. They put them in their bottled water, iced tea, lemonade. They're great with salads, cocktails. They do a lot of different things. And because they're clear, it mixes in. The darks, will look a little funny in your liquids, but they're equally as good, if not better.
But this is good information, and I noticed that you give out recipes.
Oh yes, Sharon. We actually had a recipe book. Everybody wants us to keep doing one, but we had one. We just did 100 books, and it went so fast, it was crazy. But we're looking into doing another one.
Oh, you have to.
Oh yeah, and a lot of them are from our customers that we've learned over the years. They're on our website. If you go to our website, pinetopoliveoil.com, we do have a lot of recipes on there, and it covers cocktails, fruits, salads, cooking with it. We use it every day. I mean, it's part of our daily cooking. This is what my kitchen in the corner looks like right here.
Oh my goodness.
And the funny thing is, we live out in Eager, which is about 50 miles from here. And when I run out, I can't believe it. Like, we don't know, how can we run out? But we use our favorites more. Sharon's roasted garlic, we go through a lot of that.
Really?
Mine is the chipotle. I use the chipotle a lot. It goes great on pizza, put it in sauces.
On anything.
Yeah, it's delish.
Once I discovered that flavor, I thought there was nothing else.
Yeah, everybody always says, so they'll come in, what's your favorite? I said, well, look around. They're all here.
They're all your favorites.
What do you like? And then we'll get into the tastings. But we really enjoy it, and a lot of people have caught on to it. We got a lot of return customers. We've got customers, like I said, we've been here 8 years. We have customers that have been back every year for 8 years.
What amazes me, on the mountain, we have so many people come in the summer. We triple in the summer. And when they learn about this place, of course, they hit over here, but then they're ordering from outside of here because they still want the same thing that they got while they were visiting.
Sure, and my shipping, Sharon teased me all the time now, because when we first got in this business, I said, we'll be successful when we're shipping out the back door what we're doing out the front door. Well, last Christmas, I shipped 70 packages in 2 weeks, and I do all the shipping.
Really?
So I was pretty much exhausted. Not only that, the materials, it was hard to get. Everybody's, the boxes, the styrofoam, the wrapping. So I went kind of crazy. Well, it's even way more this year shipping. So it's been a constant. And actually, she just got an order from a lady in California, has a business. We're going to be shipping out 140 packages all across the United States to her clients.
Oh my goodness. Dave, people may be surprised that we can move around the store and have so many different things. We've been talking about olive oil and the other oils, the vinegars, but you have salt as well. And one of my favorite is Himalayan sea salt.
Yes.
But you have a variety of many others. Tell us about these.
So all of our salts are sea salts. And because it is a lot better salt to work with, we do have a truffle salt, which is very popular. A lot of people really like truffle. And it's pricey, but the gentleman that I get my salt from is very flavorful. So just a pinch goes a long way. So when they do buy it and they utilize it, popcorn, sauces, potatoes, everything, meats, but they find just a pinch goes a long way because it's a very high quality salt.
A little dab will do you.
Yeah, it'll do it.
So
have
what
the
would you
Applewoods.
use this on? All the
Everything.
things that you just
Popcorn, it's delicious
really?
on popcorn.
Oh my goodness.
Any gravies that you make, sauces, it kind of really pops out in those. And potatoes, it's great on potatoes, doing different types of potatoes. And you can marinate with your meat, you add it with other seasonings, it's really good. And it shows itself out.
And so where do these come from?
So these are actually, this is from Italy.
Okay.
And a friend of mine that's from Sicily that has his oil, that's his friend in Italy. So he introduced me to this. A lot of this stuff that we're putting in the store over the years is a request from people. They're like, oh, well, I wish you carried this, I wish you, and we don't do everything because they would have us, we would have the whole plaza. But we bring in the quality, we look for the quality, we test it, we use it. Our sriracha salt's very popular. Cut up apples, watermelon, and people just like the sriracha. It's a very popular flavor.
They do. To me, it's a little hot.
Yeah, well, I actually have a habanero now, and that one is hot. Even
Really?
for me, it's kind of too hot. But I do sell a citrus habanero olive oil that's really hot, and it amazes me over the years, more women buy it than men. And so women have that hot taste. They like it like that.
I want to talk about that for just a second because really and truly, those hot things are good for your heart.
Oh, yeah.
People buy a lot of cayenne and so forth, and I noticed a sign right behind us, and it talks about inflammation.
Oh, yes.
Inflammation is a big deal today, and the doctors talk about it a lot, and people are starting to go to an anti-inflammatory diet.
Sure. And a lot of this does that. I mean, you use the balsamics, the oils, and stick to that, and it's...
And salt is good for you. A lot of people
Salt
think that
is.
salt is bad. It's not bad. It's how much you use.
It's quantity, yeah. It's how much you use. That's it. And anything, you can't overdo anything.
I love all of this. I want to touch it all, and I know that, I'm glad to know that you keep it safe for everybody to come in and out.
We sometimes have really touchies, and we actually have to get a little like your kids. Hey, if you're not going to purchase it, don't buy it.
Well,
don't touch it. Don't put your hands all over it.
Today you have to be careful, and I know even at the eye doctor, you want to get new glasses, you want to try the frames on. They don't let you put them back anymore. You put them in a pile so that they can sanitize them.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes a difference. So what else do we have to see? I think we have pasta. Pasta goes with olive oil. Where do you get this pasta? There are so many different flavors and kinds.
So our pasta is handmade from Denver, Colorado, Papa Del's. It's a great pasta. We used to sell a local pasta made in Tempe, but they went out of business, and that's what people really want, are the handmade pastas. Very hearty. They're a lot different than what you buy in the store. A lot of our pastas, me and Sharon, we actually like this pasta. This is actually a sweet potato, 3 to 4 meals in each of that for a couple.
Oh my goodness.
And so if you have like 8 people in that one bag, usually will feed.
Linguine.
We got the linguinis, we got the porcini mushroom left. We got, like I say, we got a big order coming in, and we get depleted on it. A lot of the people that really enjoy it, they'll come in and buy 8, 9, 10, knowing that we're going to run out.
Oh my
So they'll buy
goodness.
it, and then you got 18-month shelf life. So Papa Del's does not warehouse pasta. They make it per your order. So we order like 600 pounds at a time of various pastas. And then that way it gives you 18-month shelf life is what they recommend.
I love this. And of course, I'm going to move back just a little bit because behind us, olives.
Oh, yeah, so we sell olives. We've got stuffed olives that we actually make in our chef.
Really?
So we have the gourmet blue cheese, which is an oil base. People love it in martinis, but they just have a really nice taste. My wife Sharon, she does not like green olives. She can't keep her hands out of those. It's just such a nice flavor.
You have to hide the bottle from her,
Yeah.
the jar.
And then we have the garlic stuffed, and we have the jalapeno stuffed, which is a nice little spicy. People like them too, and their cocktails are just a snack on. And then we carry the Kalamata. These are pitted. Our Kalamata and our queens, they have pits in them. So I always warn everybody when they buy them, there are pits. I don't want nobody to crunch you.
Exactly.
And then they sell a really nice, it's almost like a bruschetta, but this is really nice. This has, for like any of your Italian cooking, you could do it on a loaf of bread with cheese. We put it in sauces and stuff. It has capers, it has sun-dried tomatoes in it, a lot of really nice olives mixed together. And then we make these bruschettas here too. This is actually a tamponade. It's spicy. This is a sweet pepper, and we also sell the mafalda.
Oh my goodness
really
gracious.
an awful lot.
I had no idea you could get all of this because you've expanded since I have been here. Now, this is one of my most favorites, and I have to be real careful with it because I can't quit.
Oh yeah, they're really good. And
I touched it.
Another little thing that's kind of a trick too is take these, if you got a loaf of bread and you're dipping in the oil, take some of these, you can mix them up, put them in the microwave, lightly heat them, the pits heat up, and they're very nice warm. Very nice warm.
You need a restaurant because now I'm very, very hungry. What else can we look at in here that people really flock to?
So we sell breads. We got some really nice breads that we sell.
What kind of bread?
I have a focaccia that you take home and make it. Everything is in there. All you need is the oils and the liquid. And the focaccia sets up in 1 hour. A lot of people love it up here. If they're coming up to a cabin, they'll come up here. They'll get that. It sets up in an hour. They put it in there, and they like to dip their oil in it. Put the seasonings. We put our seasoning in it. And it's just really nice. And we've had it for breakfast. We'll actually make it with the blood orange olive oil, and then put peach preserves all over the top. And you cook it in a cast iron skillet, and it's really comes out nice.
Let's go get something to eat. Actually, we can't right now because there's more to see, and I'd like to walk over, if we could, to show where everybody is packing up everything to ship out, to see how it goes, because I know there's a lot of us that look for different things that we can send family and so forth, something unusual and practical these days, right?
Yeah. And you know, the bottles, like I said, we've been here 8 years. The bottles, you have to ship them special or they'll break.
Exactly.
So we float a box in a box.
And they're heavy. And at one point in time, I remember when the store first opened up here, you could bring your bottles back.
Yeah, no, we don't do that
Okay,
here anymore.
no.
So we don't refill, and then we don't take the bottles back.
So we don't have to worry about that today.
No.
Okay.
I recommend you just recycle them the best you can.
I love those bottles.
Well, you can make wind chimes out of them, and in fact, there's one in the window over there.
Really?
That one of our customers made. And then we've had people come in and buy them, and they'll make candles. They'll cut them, and they'll make candles with them and stuff. So
That's a great idea. I love that you can put them all in here. It looks real safe. They're not going to break, because that's not what you want to happen with your olive oil.
When I do ship them,
Yes.
I actually wrap these in a bubble wrap also, each
Really?
bottle separately. And then whatever holes aren't filled, I'll fill with popcorn. So, and then this box gets sealed, and then it goes into like a 14 by 14 box with popcorn all around it, so it's kind of floating in there. So I've had maybe 2 bottles break in 8 years.
Really?
But
That's amazing.
We were taught by a lady that taught us a lot about the olive oils too. She said, this is how you ship it.
Well, and you listen to her, so it makes a difference. And you have free shipping.
So anything over $100 is free shipping.
Really?
Our specials is, if you buy 3 bottles, that'll usually equal 50 to 100 is $10 shipping. 100 and over is free shipping, which is 6 bottles.
Reasonable.
And in the store special, we sell, they get a special in here. If they buy 6 bottles, they get a free bottle. In lieu of that, we give them the free shipping, which is a lot better deal for them.
It is a good deal. And then we were talking about your bags. I actually have one of these in my kitchen, and my olive oil, my flavored olive oil, is in front of it, along with my balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, we use a recycled bag. We put our Ricard on it, and we put a little bow on it. Sharon does. We sit and we watch TV at night, and this is what we do for our pastime. We fix the bags up.
That's a good thing to do.
And we also have, that's a 2-bagger, we call it. And then this
Really?
is actually when you get 4 bottles, we have the bigger bag. And when I do the market down in Gilbert, a lot of times, people will order and then they go, well, go ahead and give me that. They'll have 2 in this bag. I go, oh, well, you went to a 3-bagger, and then they'll get that. And
How amazing. Well, I think it's great because when you come in, you usually wind up walking out with more than 1 bottle.
Yeah, well, if you got Sharon tasting, you're going to walk out with more than 1 bottle.
She is quite the salesperson,
Oh, yeah.
and one of the things that we were talking about before we started filming is that when you really love something, when it is your passion, you are able to share it with people because you believe in it and you use it yourself. So it's walking the walk and talking the talk.
Oh, yeah.
We're in a different room, you can tell, because there is no olive oil in here. Well, it could be somewhere in here, but we're in the Alpaca room, and it is called
Hidden Dreams Alpaca Boutique.
I wanted to call it heaven.
That's actually the name of my Sharon's Ranch. We have a ranch out in Eager. We raise alpacas. So we kind of spun off with some really quality products to bring in for the winter time, the skiers, and we do sell a lot during the summer. It's amazing. People buy it for gifts. We carry socks, hats, scarves, sweaters, some beautiful sweaters. For the gentlemen, we have some really nice vests. There's one over there, but there's a
Oh, this is all
there.
nice. And of course, I ask you immediately about the socks, which I really love because up here my feet get cold and I don't like to buy those foot warmers, but these are the warmest socks
We have
I've
a
ever
lot of
worn.
ladies tell me when they're up at the cabins, they like wearing them for their slippers. You know, they'll get a big pair of alpaca socks that they normally give their husband, but they'll keep them and use them for themselves.
Where do you get all of this?
So we got suppliers. Peruvian Link is one of them. Classic, some very good. They sell high-end quality. We've had a few that didn't fit our standards, so we returned them back.
Oh, scarves, everything. This is like we're getting ready for Christmas. We're getting ready for winter because the
We
chill.
sell some drying balls that are made from the alpaca fleece.
Really, over
They're
here.
Really nice. And with the dryer balls, what you do is you get away from using any of the chemicals. So what we do is you'll take just there's 3 dryer balls. You throw them all in your dryer, but you take the scented oils and just put a couple drops in each one, and then you change. You can change the scent of it or do it like every couple weeks. Just add a couple of drops to it, and it really makes your clothes come out nice. And it doesn't, it makes them so they come out softer. It doesn't beat the tar out of them in your dryer. And we sell a lot of them. They're a very nice gift. People gift them a lot.
Wow, and you have soaps.
Soaps, we do. We sell our soaps are Alabella. They're from Italy. They all have olive oil in them. They're very good. We got a lot of people up here that mostly with the changing of the weather, they'll get chapped or anything. And the lotions are phenomenal. Actually, our big bottle of lotions out right now, but the lotions are phenomenal. It's all we use. I mean, working the ranch, I would be a crab if I didn't use that stuff. But the soaps, the nice thing about them is they rinse off real nice. They're not heavy based.
Well, I'm looking around all over and I invite anyone to come in and take a look-see because there is much more than you've just heard about on this film today. I thank you so much for this tour. I look forward to the holidays because I bet you're going to be busier than you've been today, and today has been phenomenal. In fact, we've had a hard time filming. You've had so many people in and out your doors.
Yes, it's getting to that time of year, and a lot of people are shopping early this year. So we've actually been already repurchasing stuff to replace that have already been bought out, which normal years isn't like that. And we've become more noticeable, and people, word of mouth is where we get a lot of it. They always want me to do advertising, and we almost don't have to anymore. I mean, Pinetop Olive Oil, everybody pretty much knows it. Right across the street from Charlie Clark's. I mean, it's, everybody knows Charlie Clark's, so we're right across the street. It's a good place to be.
Well, I'll see you again soon, and I hope you see him too.
Thank you.